What's going on, guys? My name is Assam from dopelifecoaching.com. And today I'm going to be talking about 5 text messages that will make her melt. Interesting topic, right? So I thought about this and I thought that it was interesting to talk about this for a reason. But before I get into it, I just want to say something. These text messages are, for the most part, meant for women who you've at least been on a couple of dates with, not just a stranger or not just someone you want to date for the first time. While they can work, but ideally you want to be with someone you have at least some experience with. Okay? So let's go into a couple of examples I have. Let's see. First example I have right here is, you're randomly going about your day and then you could randomly text them instead of it being in the middle of the conversation. It's even more powerful when it's random because you catch her off guard and it's spontaneous, and women love that. Here's one thing you could say. There's something very special about you that I was thinking about. And then she's going to be like, what? And then you're either going to do one of two things. If you want to get her more interested, and if she's not that interested, or if she's interested but you want to get her more interested, or you just want to build up the anticipation, you could say something like, I'll tell you when I see you tomorrow in person. So there's something very special about you that I was thinking about. She'll be like, what? And she's most likely going to respond right away, because once she sees it, she's like, oh my God, I have to respond to this. So you could say something like, I'll tell you tomorrow, with a winky face. Or you could just say it right then and there, whatever floats your boat. There's no right or wrong answer. For example, there's something very special about you that I was thinking about. You could just, and be truthful. Don't lie with any of these compliments, because if you do, it's gonna backfire eventually. You could say something like, I just really admire the way you speak. She might be like, how so? Be like, it's cute, like the way you giggle, the way you speak, the way you tell stories. I don't know, it's really attractive to me. It does something to me. It's gonna make her melt. She's gonna be like, wow, like she's gonna really appreciate that. They dig this stuff. That's one text message. Let's look at another one. Randomly throughout the day. You know what I think is unique about you? Again, this is gonna make her intrigued. She might be like, what is that? Again, you could insert, whatever it is, something random. It doesn't have to be. Try to make it special to her. Make it personal. Don't make it general. Don't just be like, I like your style. Or if you do, like, I wouldn't prefer doing that because it's kind of general, but if you do, say something very specific about that style that you like. Something that you really think is special. Be like, I don't know, like the proportions or like the colors that you put together. They just go so well and they just suit you. It's awesome. I admire that. That's another way to put it. Or, so that's 2 texts. The third one could be something like, I just randomly thought about how much I love your blank. Whatever you love about her. You're going about your day and then you're thinking, because this happens to me sometimes, like I'm going about my day and I'm thinking about that one girl who I really admire. Like, okay, I just randomly thought about how much I love for example, I really love her smile. So I just randomly thought about how much I love your smile. This is going to mean the world to her. This is going to make her day. Don't you want to do that? That's charming. They love that. They love these things. Just try not to make it about physical appearance as much as possible, at least in the beginning stages of dating. This is more so for women, again, who you have at least some experience with. These are authentic compliments. So I just randomly thought about how much I love your blank. How much I love your voice. It could be, maybe you're like, your voice sounds so musical to me. If that's truthful, why not? Or how much I love your giggles. Like, I love the way you giggle when you laugh. I love the way you smile. These things have a really powerful effect on her level of attraction and, how much her attraction is going to grow. These things could make them grow a little bit day by day. Or instead of saying that sentence, you could just say something like, I totally dig your blank. Randomly, out of nowhere in the day. It's going to catch her off guard. I totally dig your something. Anything. It could be anything. I totally dig your eyes. whatever it is, just make it personal. Make it personal, because remember, these relations you're making with girls, not necessarily relationships, but these relations, they want to be personal. With people in general, you always want to make it personal. Everybody wants to feel appreciated. Everybody wants to feel loved. This is the way you do it. You make it personal. You don't make it general. We want to move from the general to the specific. From the general to the specific. Be specific. Be memorable. Be special. I totally dig your blank. And then the fireworks happen. She loves it. All right. Here's another one that's not exactly a compliment, and it more than likely will work, especially if you've been with you've been out with this woman a couple times, or you've been talking to her, or not out yet, and you know she's at least somewhat interested. Here's one I've done before. Here's the text, right? You and me, dot, Friday, dot, fun stuff, dot, be free, with a winky face. Just that. So you and me, period, Friday, period, fun stuff, period, be free, with a winky face. She's going to totally dig it. And more than likely, she's going to want to do it. And more than likely, she's going to be like, what do you have in mind? Don't give everything away. Let them anticipate it. Be like, I don't know, be like captivating music, physical activity, the stars, the park. Say something like that. Just say like a couple of words, make it very minimal, because that's going to build the anticipation. She won't be able to wait. In her mind, she's going to be like, I can't wait. Let's say, for example, you set this up for Tuesday. You text her on Tuesday. You set it up for Friday. That's 3 days. Her anticipation is going to grow. And when her anticipation grows, she's going to be more than likely to text you and to want to hear from you, which you want. You want a that creates a positive effect on both of you together. And she's going to remember this stuff. This all goes back to your credit. Like, the credit that you have in her eyes is going to grow. She's going to be like, wow, like, this guy's making me feel very positive emotions, and very quickly. That's powerful. Or here's, that's 4. The last one I'm going to say is, I love the way you blank. I love the way you blank. What could you say in blank? Well, it could be anything. It could be, just make it specific. Again, not general. I love the way you look at me. I love the way you look at me when I'm telling you a story. That could work. That's going to be powerful. And then she'll be like, how so? Be like, I don't know. You're just you look at me with those eyes, and like, just, it does something to me. It makes me weak. If that's the truth, you got to say it. They're going to like this. Don't let things inside you, because they accumulate, whether they're good or bad. You want to let them out. You want that shows initiative. That shows, letting out what you feel. That's powerful. I love the way you blank. I love the way you look at me. I love the way you smile. I love the way you giggle. Anything. It could be anything. It could be the stupidest thing. Just make it personal, because this is going to have a positive effect on her level of attraction for you. So that's pretty much it. Pretty much wraps it up. 5 text messages that will make her melt. Again, this is usually for women who you at least have some type of history with, or you've talked at least a couple of times, or you've been at least on a couple of dates. And trust me when I say this, very, very, very likely, it's very likely that these text messages will have a very positive effect on her level of attraction for you and her level of positive feelings that she feels towards you. So that's pretty much it. And if you would like to get my help personally, the quickest way is to book a paid phone coaching session on my website. The link is in the description, www.dopelifecoaching.com. Book a session. It's really simple, and you shall hear from me soon. Take care.